Hello everyone, you tune into a handful of blessings. I'm Kim 1114. So I decided to actually start on a toe art design that I'm going to do on my toes tomorrow actually. But I decided to do the hand painting today. And I'm going to show you the method that I'm using. I've showed you once before how you can do make your own nail art stickers. I did that video already, and I did it like last year or year before last. And I'll put the link to that video in the info box if you want to go back and watch it. But today I'm going to show you somewhat of the same method, but a little bit different. And this is for those who are a little bit intimidated about drawing. And if you can't draw really well and you still want to do like different designs on your nails, this method will work as well. So the first thing I did was I took a plastic bag and I drew a circle around it so I can see exactly where I applied the clear nail polish at. Sometimes it's kind of hard to tell when you do it when you paint the clear nail polish on the bag where exactly you place it. And the nail polish that I like to use for this is Wet n Wild Shine. I know the name is worn off, but it's just Wet n Wild clear polish. I would not recommend using a fast drying nail polish for this because I tried it and it did not work. Well, the Smurfette didn't work. I don't know if any other fast drying nail polish work for this method or not. But I do know Smurfette does not work for this. I recommend just using just a regular clear nail polish. One that's fairly, not super thick, but kind of thick. And like I said, the Wet n Wild is kind of thick, but it's not like extremely thick. On the circle, like I said, is just on the plastic so I can see what it is, where I actually placed it. So I applied some clear nail polish on the bag and it's completely dry. So the next thing I'm going to do is what I did. Now for those of you who cannot draw, you can also print the image out off of the internet. Off of you on a printer. Just print the image out that you want to put on your toes or nails and shrink it down. But I would recommend using the coloring book pages because they're black and white. They'll be easy to trace. So what I did was I drew the image on a sheet of paper. This is I wanted to put Smurfette on my toes, but I didn't want to be bent over for hours trying to paint it on my toes. So I decided to draw it on a sheet of paper. Like I said, if you can't draw, you can print out the image off of the computer as long as the lines are dark where you can actually trace the image, it'll be fine. And you can see I drew the image. It's about the size of a quarter because I'm gonna put it on my big toe. So I have a quarter here so you can see the exact size, about the size that I actually drew the image on there with. So next, as you can see, I drew it. I'm gonna take the plastic that I have and I'm going to, let me zoom in closer so you can see it. I'm going to lay the plastic. You can see where I applied the clear nail polish on the plastic. So I'm going to lay the clear nail polish and make sure it's covering the entire image. Like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take, I hope you can see that. I know my camera has like a glare on that, so I apologize for the glare. See if I can tilt it a little bit better. 1 second. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take paint, acrylic paint, which is nothing but water paint basically, and I'm going to color the image in. And I'm going to start off with the black. I'm going to take black acrylic paint and I'm just going to start, like I said, tracing the image. And I'm using acrylic water paints and a liner brush to do that with. Okay, so I have the basic outline, so I'm going to move it out of the way now. I'm going to take this away from up under there, and I'm going to put a sheet of blue paper underneath because I'm going to be using white acrylic paints and I want to be able to see what I'm doing. So I know it looks a little messy now, but it has the basic outline of what I need to draw, actually draw the finish drawing the image on there. So next, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go ahead and use the different colors of acrylic paint and just fill in all of the colors. This is gray paint that I'm using. I'm going to use white paint to give it a little highlight, so I decided to use light gray. So after that, you want to let it completely dry and then apply another layer of the clear nail polish on there. So this one, I did two images. This is the one I just did on camera, of course, and this is the other one. This one is completely dry, so I'm going to go ahead and apply another coat of clear polish on top of it. And I'm going to leave this laying flat. I'm just going to let it dry. Like I said, you do not want to use fast drying top coat for this. I recommend this nail polish. I haven't tried any other clear nail polish, but I do recommend this nail polish by Wet n Wild Shine. It only costs $1. It's really cheap. So after the other image dry, I'm going to leave it laying flat to dry. And I'm not going to use it until tomorrow. So I'm just going to leave it laying flat, and I will do the toe design tomorrow. So the next thing I did was I painted my toes with turquoise nail polish. And my big toe, I applied this turquoise glitter polish over my toes. And it's called Baby Blue, and it's by Ruby Kisses. This is what it looks like in the bottle. And this is the name of it. So I applied that over my big toe. I applied one coat on my big toe. For the rest of my toes, I applied three different color polishes on there. And basically what I did was I did like a grading effect on my toes. The lighter color that you see at the top is Clean Colors number 142, and it's called Pastel Teal. I applied that on first, and afterwards I sponged this polish by Clean Colors, and it's called Mystic Grass. And I sponged this on the tip of my toes. This is what it looks like. And after it was completely dry, I applied one coat of the Ruby Kisses over my entire toe. So that's what I did for the rest of my toes. So next, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take the plastic bag that I drew Smurfette on, and I'm going to lift it up. And sometimes it's easy to get up, sometimes it's a little difficult. So there we go. You can see it lifts up really easy like a sticker, pretty much. Now, also I want to say that if you decide to use this method to draw any image, you want to apply a generous amount of clear polish on there. So the polish will be really thick and easy to lift. If you just apply a thin layer on it, it'll be really, really difficult to lift it off the paper once it's dry. So be sure to apply a generous amount of clear polish on the plastic so it'll be easy to lift. So next what I'm going to do, I'm just going to apply some clear polish on my toe. And I am using my fast drying top coat this time. And I'm just going to lift the image off of the plastic and stick it on my toe. See, it lifts up really easy. And it might be a little wider. If it's a little wider, it's nothing but clear nail polish, so I can easily clean it off. I want to make sure I get it in. You can see the clear nail polish is hanging over my toe, but I'm not worried about it. I'll clean it off later. And I'm going to apply another layer of top coat on top of it. And this, like I said, this is my fast drying top coat that I'm applying now. And I'm going to let this dry completely before I move on to the next step. And next I'm going to take the Mystic Grass by Clean Colors. And I'm going to apply that to the tip of my toe. And I'm going to apply it around the image. And I'm going to also apply this blue glitter by Ruby Kisses, the baby blue glitter. I'm going to apply that on top of it. And I'm also going to apply some clear Swarovski crystals on there as well. I'm using 12SS and 5SS. And these are the crystal clear ones. Then afterwards, I'm going to apply another layer of top coat. So that is basically it for this toe design. Hopefully you like it. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later, YouTube. Till then, take care.